Welcome to the Joseph Crudup Show. Today is Wednesday, January the 8th, 2025. Joseph Crudup here. I'm here to break it down about 2 nights ago. WWE Raw on Netflix. The new era on Netflix was great last on Monday night, and it has been a good one. It has been a great one. I can tell you about that for sure. So now I'm getting started and I'm breaking down for all of you. So I'm breaking down for all of this. We saw Cena Punk versus Seth Rollins. Punk beat Rollins with a great match. We saw Will Ripley beat Liv Morgan to win the WWE Women's World Title. We saw Roman Reigns beat Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns is now a tribal chief once again. And we saw Jimmy Uso sneak Drew McIntyre for the water to get the pin. So now we have 4 matches up there. That was on Monday night. We had John Cena kicking off this farewell tour. We had Hulk Hogan getting booed by the fans. We had The Rock open a statement with a standing ovation. And the show was epic. That was about on Monday night. Man, you can naturally tell what that is here on the show, this TV show. I can tell you that right now. It was a good one. It was a good TV show. I mean, no, not TV show. The streaming. You could get it on Netflix. It's not on TV show anymore. WWE Monday Night Raw had been on for like up to 30 days. And it's not on TV show anymore. But WWE NXT on Tuesday nights on the CW network, SmackDown on USA Network comes on Friday nights, every Friday night, and it has 3 hours. It's a 3-hour show. Netflix has a 3-hour show. So now when I look, I'm like, damn, what we had here was it absolutely unbelievable. Great. A great show. And I can tell you what it is. So now, all I can say is when and how long the Netflix WWE will last. I think it will last about like 10, 20 years, 30 years on Netflix. I think so. Well, let's talk about Hulk Hogan. Alright? Hulk Hogan, the music interest came out and Hulk Hogan came in. It was a good one. But the fans booed him. Hulk Hogan got booed right after he came off out on the entrance. And the entrance was on. And Hulk Hogan just came out. And he was so happy to be there. And he got booed. He got booed all these fans. So anyway, I just cannot understand why the fans booed Hulk Hogan since 1996 when he turned all those mega powers. He had a leg drop on Randy Savage, right? And the fans booed him. It was the end of the L on the Hulk Commando, right? Then he turned to Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Then on Monday night, when these fans continue to boo, people just can't understand. And it took about like 2 minutes to see him, get him to say. Hulk got booed. And the fans don't like it. The fans don't like Hulk Hogan. I just don't understand why. But here's what it gets to bother me. It gets the best on Hulk Hogan. And it surprised me. Now, we're going to the Los Angeles Times. Now, WWE's flagship Monday Night Raw made its most anticipated debut on Netflix on, well, Monday, streaming live from the internet dawn. Several former stars returned, giving the show a bit of a WrestleMania feel. After Paul Triple H opened the show talking about WWE's rich history, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came out to praise WWE and Netflix. Netflix was praised so often during the show it felt like WWE was Eddie Heskin and Netflix was Miss Clever. John Cena returned as the first part of his farewell tour, with it already being announced that this would be his last year as a wrestler, after telling fans there was no path to him winning the title for the record 17th time. He then remember, you can get a title shot if you win the Royal Rumble match, and declared himself an interest in the match to be held in 3 weeks. After Rhea Ripley won the Raw Women's title from Liv Morgan, and finally going somewhat hard, that signaled the return of The Undertaker, who rode out on his motorcycle and posed with Ripley. Really, all that was missing Monday was Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Steve Austin, and Mick Foley to make the Attitude Era reunion complete. But wait, there was one more old name who came out Monday. A guy who helped pro wrestling reach new heights in the 80s and again in the 90s as part of the NWO. After commercial break, the family opening a real American hit, and now came Hulk Hogan, with his longtime manager Jimmy Hart waving the American flag. Except Hogan, who has probably received more cheers than anyone in wrestling history, was met with overwhelming boos. On a night when the entire crowd was shouting almost everything, the more Hulk Hogan was booed out of the building. Hogan began with his usual catchphrase, "Brother," and was booed. He talked about how great the fans were, and was booed. He talked about Randy Savage and Andre the Giant, and was booed. He talked about his new bill, and was booed. He talked about how great Netflix is, and was booed. He tore his t-shirt off just like the old days, and was booed. Even the American flag couldn't save him. Even Hogan seemed taken aback by the reaction. He finished his promo, posed for the second, and shipped off to the back, getting booed all the way. Afterward, on social media, people were speculating as to why. Most figured it was because he came out in support of Donald Trump. But that's not it. Maybe for a few, but not the majority. After all, The Undertaker had Trump on his podcast and was cheered louder than everyone. Triple H and his wife, Stephanie McMahon, were at Trump's New Year's Eve party, and they were both cheered loudly. In 2005, in 2015, Hogan was embroiled in controversy after a tape was released of losing a racial slurs to describe his daughter's then boyfriend. WWE removed him from his Hall of Fame, reinstating him later when he apologized for his comments. He returned to live WWE. He returned to live WWE events at the 2021 WrestleMania. And guess what? He was booed loudly then too. Money in Inglewood was his first live TV appearances in Fortnite and Dennis since then. Overall, it was a great night for WWE. He put on a strong show, but it would be a big surprise if we ever seen Hogan live on WWE television again. So now, this story originally appears in Los Angeles Times. So now, Hogan came out with a surprise and then gets booed all over by the fans. Because remember, he used to be the Hollywood Hogan to have the NWO, and they're going to destroy them, all the outsiders with Kevin Nash and the late Scott Hall. Well, anyway, look, the fans, I mean, they don't care about Hulk Hogan. They don't give a damn about Hulk Hogan. And I don't know, understand why. Why they booed him? Because this is the first time since 1996 when Hogan got booed, when Hogan was booed in the first place. I never seen Prince fans boo him in the first place. I never seen fans boo Hulk Hogan in the first place. So I'm like, man, what the heck is going on? So, and look, he will support Donald Trump, and they had Donald Trump elected, and Hogan said, "Congratulations." Well, I seen this most so far, and I'm like, dude, why can't you just leave Hulk Hogan alone? Well, anyway, here's that. Now look at this. Now, the next time Hulk Hogan shows up and gets booed, there's a chance that Hogan will embrace those jails. This week, as WWE flashes Raw debuted on Netflix, Hogan with Jimmy Hart made a special appearance to promote his new brothers, Real American Bill. But moments after his entrance theme, Real American hit fans in England interest on boo loud and loud. And we're gonna stop right there. It didn't take time. I mean, damn that hurts. That hurts Hulk Hogan. But anyway, it didn't hurt Hulk Hogan's feelings for real. It did not hurt Hulk Hogan's feelings for real. Okay, let's go to the WWE Women's World Championship. So now, I believe Rhea Ripley can finally gonna move on. Now, look at this. Now, Rhea Ripley says her long-running rivalry with Liv Morgan appears to be over. The pair battled over the Women's World Championship on Raw debuted on Netflix last night. She had two red ties to pin Liv Morgan to win the championship before Rhea Ripley celebrated alongside The Undertaker after the match. Rhea Ripley spoke to the press on the Monday Night Raw on Netflix premiere post-show. She was asked about her match with rivalry with Liv Morgan, and then the Women's World Champion claimed that she's best Liv Morgan, and this ended tonight. Well, it did end on Monday night. She said it felt like everything that she'd been working for over the past year after getting injured has finally come back around. Liv Morgan trying to take everything from them. Liv Morgan had tried to take everything for Rhea Ripley. She understands that sure will understand the shoulder thing. People think that she don't understand it. One for one, arm for arm. But the thing is, Liv took much more than just Will's shoulder and much more than 3 months of her career. That's what Will Ripley said. She made Will Ripley vacate. She took her family down. She also broke her face and tangled her knee and tangled Will's knee. She's done many, many things. So finally pinning Liv Morgan in a championship match and getting Ripley's baby back meant absolutely everything to her. Obviously, Rhea Ripley was on the way to being one of the longest reigning women's champions here in WWE. And Rhea Ripley just decided to see what happens next. Finally, Rhea Ripley added, now that I'm past the Judgment Day test this in it tonight. So Rhea Ripley is decided to see what the future brings. So Rhea Ripley is a champion, and that is that. And we'll see what happens here. Who will face Rhea Ripley here? Maybe at the World Rumble or WrestleMania or something like this. We'll see what happens as the story goes on. Now, we go to WWE Solo. We go to WWE Solo Secura and Cody Rhodes. And Solo Secura and Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns, they won the match in a tribal combat. That was on Monday. Now, Roman Reigns is officially the tribal chief of the bloodline once again after he defeated Solo Sikoa in an absolutely killer tribal combat match on the Raw on Netflix premiere. Both men had nothing back as they unloaded on each other with steel chairs, candlesticks, and the steel ring steps. It was when Reigns appeared to have Solo beat after he delivered a last ride to Sikoa through a table that Tammy Tonga entered the family and they mayhem began. Tonga pulled referee Chad Patton out in the ring as he was countering the three, with a lot of confusion Reigns to be blindsided by Jacob Fulton. The Samoa Werewolf laid out Reigns with a super kick and a moonsault. Solo then blasting him with a Samoan spike, but it wasn't enough to keep OTC down. And England and Solo then spiked Chad Patton, leaving the match without a referee. Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso will then rush the ring to make the save. They will take out Tonga and Fulton and then turn their attention to Sokola. The now former tribal chief was hit with a super kick and heavily kick and then a spill by Reigns, but there was no referee to make the count. By the time one came to the ring, it was too late to get the 3 count. Zayn and Uso would then take the fight to the bloodline on the outside of the ring, leaving the door open for Kevin Owens to sneak in and hit a stunner on Reigns. Cody Rhodes would then rush the ring to take KO out of the way cooler. Finally, back to our one-on-one affair. Reigns would hit 2 spills on Sakura to pin his cousin and Reigns his tower as tribal chief. Pulled to the match getting started, The Rock addressing the crowd in Los Angeles and sounded like a man who wasn't working in WrestleMania 41. He spoke out in his chapter and acknowledged both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns before giving the American Nightmare a hug at ringside. The final boss spoke more like a TKO board member than the 2 men who was furious at the sight of Reigns and Rhodes working together back at Bad Blood back in October. The Rock did not get involved in tribal combat, but he did came down after the match to place the other fella around Roman Reigns' neck. The 2 would share a handshake and an embrace before Reigns celebrated to close out the statement. So it was good for Roman Reigns to win to tribal combat, and Roman Reigns is now a a tribal chief. Roman Reigns is officially a tribal chief once again. And good for him, and Paul Heyman too. So now, all I want to say is, wow, Roman Reigns is now a tribal chief once again. Now we go to the feud with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. It all began. That was on Monday for the last match of the night. And this is it. This is what's happening here, folks, and that's why it happens. Now look at this. It all happened so fast. We cannot even tell. We all know about the New Day getting booed. But anyway, it's just like this and just like that. But I want to see what happens to folks. Now this time, CM Punk, it was and Seth Rollins had a back and forth going on. And yes, it is absolutely, that match was absolutely unbelievable. And that's what happens. Now, Rollins lost to CM Punk. That was about, well, I think that was about Monday. It was Monday. Like, and and just ends a little bit with a good match. It was a good match for Will. CM Punk and Seth Rollins had beaten the heck out of each other. That was on Monday night. And when it came down, CM Punk beat him. He beat Seth Rollins with a 1, 2, 3. And then they won the match. And that ends the show. It was a standing ovation for CM Punk. And I know Seth Rollins is mad. He got angry. He was like, oh my God, Seth, are you okay? And he just walked out. So it was a good match right now. And as you just heard about John Cena, says this is going to be the last time, this is going to be the last match of the year, this is going to be the last year that he's ever going to step foot in this ring until December. And that's it. The end of John Cena. The end of the era of John Cena. Since he came first match with Kurt Angle at the WWE on SmackDown. That was June of 2002. He lost his first match against Kurt Angle. Then, at WrestleMania 20, he went on to win the US title from the Big Show. Then he won the WWE title over JBL. So now it is what it is. That was a good. This is gonna be a good one. So don't even worry about that. John Cena, man. John Cena said, "Well, one more year. This year start on the tour, and that must be amazing." So anyway, an elite thing, yes. JD saw. Now Roman Reigns beat Solo Sikoa as Roman Reigns is now a tribal chief. Liv Morgan lost the WWE Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley as their rivalry is over. Jey Uso beat Drew McIntyre in the fourth and final match. CM Punk over Seth Rollins. And it list goes on and on. So now, anyway, next week, now this Monday on the 13th of January, Dynamite Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight. It's gonna be on and on. You got Dakota Kai and Laura Vakala for the WWE Women's Intercontinental title. That will be on Monday, January the 13th. And it's gonna be very awesome to watch. And I cannot wait. Until then, I'm Joseph Crudup. Peace out, everybody. See you tomorrow. Hopefully.